Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we focus on early childhood, we give parenting tips, and we also review toys. If these are the kind of things you're looking for, what you have to do, subscribe, and not just subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. So on today's episode of Early Years Matters TV, I am going to be talking about why the need for training in early childhood. You might be wondering, as an educator, as a student, why do I have to engage in training? Ensure that you watch this video to the end. One of the reasons why you have to engage in training in early childhood is to keep up to date with issues going on in early childhood. Yes, it's really important that you engage in periodic training to keep up to date with issues going on in early childhood. Yes, there are lots of issues involving in early childhood, and it is only when you engage in training that you'll be able to keep up to date with this. This is one thing I often say to my students. I do say to them that it's not, oh, maybe when you have your degree, you thought you're done with early childhood and you're going to be working in the field. You still need to keep up to date with issues that are going on in early childhood. So you need to engage in in-house training. You need to engage in courses to keep you up to date in relation to issues that are going on in early childhood. You need to also understand that issues evolve every time. Okay, it's not the same issue all the time. Do not look at it, oh, it's the same issue last year in early childhood, is going to be the same issues this year. No, things are changing all the time, and the only way you could keep up to date with issues in early childhood is to engage in training. Even as lecturer as well, we also keep up to date with issues that are going on in early childhood. So the reasons why you have to engage in training is to keep up to date with issues going on in early childhood, because it is only when you engage in training you'll be able to know the things that are going on, the issues that are occurring, and then you'll be up to date in relation to issues going on in early childhood. Another reason why you also have to engage in training in early childhood is for professional development. Yes, for your own professional development as an early years educator. It's really important that you engage in training for you be able to keep account of the things that you're doing when you're working with children. Like I said in my first point, it's not only about having a degree in early childhood. For your own professional development as well, you need to engage in other trainings, okay, which you'll be able to learn more yourself as well, okay. You get to know a lot of things, and which will help you in your journey as an educator. So it's really important that you engage in training for your own professional development as well. As an educator, you need to engage in professional development. You need to keep up to date with issues going on in early childhood. Engage in training. It's going to help in terms of your own professional development as well. You'll be able to keep account of the courses, okay, of the training that you've done in relation to working in early childhood. Okay, so take note of this reason why you also have to engage in training in early childhood. Another reason why you also have to engage in training in early childhood is to see other possibilities out there. Yes, also have to engage in training to be able to see possibilities or job opportunities out there. Yes, I do say this to my students as well. You need to engage in training, because when you engage in training, you'll be able to see other opportunities out there. You might be thinking, oh, as an educator, you can only work in preschool. But when you engage in training, it's going to open your eyes to a lot of opportunities out there that you can do as well in relation to working with young children. So another why you also have to engage in training is to see other opportunities out there, other possibility out there which you are not aware of, okay. You come into the field of early childhood, you think of only one job. Okay, you want to work in the nursery, you want to work in the preschool, but there are a lot of opportunities aside working in the nursery, aside working in preschool. And how can you be able to be aware of these opportunities or these possibilities? It's only when you engage in training. When you engage in training, your lecturer, your tutor, your mentor will be able to open your eyes to see all the opportunities that are out there in relation to working with young children. Take note of this point as well. All right. Okay, so another reason why you also have to engage in training in early childhood is to keep up to date with policies and legislation in early childhood. Yes, policies and legislation in early childhood are evolving every time. I'll tell you, it's not the same policy last year will be the same policy this year. Policies are coming up in relation to early childhood, because if you look around the world now, there's much more focus on early childhood. And as a result of much more focus on early childhood, we have policies now, we have legislations now. It is only when you engage in training you'll be able to keep up to date with all these policies and legislations. There are lots of some of my students when they come newly into the course, and when we start looking at the policies and legislations in early childhood, you see that things such as, wow, I never knew there are lots of policies in early childhood. But it's only through training that they are able to know all those policies and legislation out there in relation to early childhood. And you also need to know that sometimes when you're working in early childhood, you see some of the things out there, When you're working in the settings in early childhood, you see some of the things that you do in the setting. You need to understand that these are coming from policies. Policies and legislations are telling us what to do in early childhood. Policies and legislations are telling you what to do in early childhood, but you're not aware. You look at, oh, we engage in parental involvement, we let the children play. This is coming from policies. For instance, the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child is saying that children should engage in play. Parents should be involved in their children's education. And you see this in the setting, but sometimes you don't know where this is coming from. So another reason why you also have to engage in training is to keep up to date with policies and legislations in early childhood. Take note of this point as well. All right. Another reason why you have to engage in training in early childhood is to be a successful educator. Yes, you be successful in the area of early childhood when you're up to date with training, you're up to date with issues, you're up to date with policies, you're up to date with legislation in early childhood, you're engaging in training for your own professional development as well. When you take note of all the points that I've listed earlier, and this will make you to be a successful educator. You can be successful if you're engaging in training, you're reviewing policies and legislation in early childhood, you're engaging in training for your own professional development as well, to be able to guide you in relation to the things that you do with young children. You're engaging in all of this. You'll be so proud of yourself. You'll be a successful educator. I hope you've taken note of all the reasons why you have to engage in training in early childhood. And if you want more of this, what you have to do, subscribe, and not just subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. And also on this channel, I have a joint membership. One of them is LES Parenting, and you are parenting early childhood, looking for support in relation to how you could promote the overall development of your child. Then this perk is for you. Check it out. And another of my membership perk is called LES Mentorship. Yes, we've just spoke about training in early childhood, and you might be thinking you need somebody to mentor you in this journey as an educator, or you need somebody to mentor you as the student starting your journey in early childhood. Check this membership pack as it's called LES Mentorship, and I'll be willing to mentor you on this journey. Take care and mind yourselves for now. Bye.